So in this video, I'm going to break down what I believe to be the fastest path to your next million, your first million, or your best million. And it's simply this. It's by mastering certain skills. Now, some of this is going to be dependent on who you are. Now, if you're a very logical accountant type, well, what I'm going to present to you is not going to work. But here's what I can tell you, regardless of what industry niche, no matter where you're at in your business or life, in this journey we call life, I'm here to tell you that the quality of your life will come down to the quality of your communication. Now, there's two parts of that: how you communicate with others, but also how you communicate with yourself. And so this whole skill set, and mind you, it is a skill set of communication, getting better at communicating with yourself, collecting your ideas, figuring out what are the insights, what have you taken away from your challenges, and how do you provide a pathway for others to move forward in the case of a framework. Because in business, you can have guesswork, hard work, or a framework. And so part of what you're going to sell, part of the value you produce out into the world will be your framework. And now, with that said, many people can have a similar framework, a similar pitch, a similar process, a similar offer, but it's those who are able to emotionalize and connect with a certain segment of the market that has money and position themselves as an authority in the eyes of those people and create a genuine connection at scale are the ones that are going to win. And so, what is this way to get your best, next, or first $1 million? It's going to be through communication, persuasive communication geared towards the one thing that you need today in 2025 to build your business and your brand, and that's trust. You've probably heard it before. We're in a trust recession, and that's really great for me because we teach a process called the Trust Trinity. This is the system that Hormozi's Gym Launch Company used. This is the system that Jeremy Miner used. This is the system that Tony Robbins uses. This is what I've used to produce 9 figures in coaching sales. And yes, I've even had an 8-figure day by really understanding the science of how do we actually build the belief in other people through the bridge of trust. Trust is the bridge that gets people to really take a step forward into your offer. And without trust, you're just pitching things at people and it's not going to last forever. And so I wanted to break down for you what I believe that you need to do. So regardless of where you're at in your business or your life, you need more skills. And so any skill, the foundation of all skills becomes communication. These could be marketing skills, understanding your market. You need to talk to them and refine your process, or sales skills. Now, with speaking and selling one-to-many, what you're doing is automatically you become an authority because so few people actually have the courage or cojones to speak in front of a group of people, live or virtual or in video like this. And so when you have a framework for telling your story, when you have a framework for really connecting with people at scale, that's how you're able to really build your business. And so if you could break this down to like a matrix, the lowest scale and the hardest work would be doing like one-to-one cold calling. So cold calling is really hard and the success rate is really low. Or you could do sales based on inbound leads. Also, that's great. It's a high conversion, but it's you can't scale it. It's one-on-one. It's all your time. You can do like mass cold email. That's great scale, but again, super low conversion. So the sweet spot becomes how do we do something to the masses but also converts at a high level? Well, that sweet spot is what I'm talking about right here, right now. It's putting together presentations. Now, those presentations can be webinars, they can be challenges, they can be events, they can be a seminar. And typically what you're finding today, people are doing more and more top of funnel content. That's your reels. That's, maybe you found me through a reel, or if you go onto social media, there's the Hormozi style reels that everybody's tended doing because we all have these TikTok brains these days. So that short form content grabs attention, and then you want to be able to systematize that to get people to your middle of funnel. And middle of funnel could be like this, like I'm doing on YouTube. It could be you just posting organically. It's really, it's your retargeting ads. It's nurturing the people that you need to connect with. And then there's the bottom of the funnel, which is often a sales call or a seminar. Now, here's the deal, Banana Peel. We want to speed up this process. And so how could we have like top of funnel that immediately gets people into a middle of funnel nurture and then also gets them to a place where they buy? There's only one way. That is through an indoctrination conversion event. If you look at Tony Robbins, his UPW, maybe the average ticket is like 1,000 or two, and then he's got his next level program, average ticket around 10,000, and then he's got stuff that goes way higher. For you, you want to figure out like what is your top of funnel? What's something you can sell people into at a really low rate? Like we've got lead magnets where we're basically selling our very valuable information in exchange for somebody's contact information. From there, when you retarget people, and you see this on Facebook, you see this on Instagram, it's where you're getting people to actually open up their pocketbook and or their wallet, depending if it's a male or female, or you just might like to have a pocketbook if you're a dude, or a wallet if you're a girl. Totally fine. We're a non-judgmental channel here. And so what happens is this: eventually maybe they opt in or they give you something small ticket. This is the ladder, and that's what we see a lot. But if you can even sell people into an event and then sell them on the event, this is like a paid 5-day challenge. The conversions have been great. The clients that we work with, very high conversions. I have a new client that just did $2.6 million last month off his 5-day challenge, where we're going to make it even better right now. And it's going to be selling a $30,000 offer off of a 5-day challenge to pretty cold traffic. It's possible, not with hard work, not with guesswork, but with the best communication framework that builds trust in you, trust in your process, and builds the buyer to get them to believe that they can do it. And in fact, they're entitled to it. If you do this all correctly, it is amazing what can happen for you in your business. And so if you're looking to build your next or best million, realize this: you need to be doing something to get in front of your target audience. You need to define them. We can help you with that. You need to make sure that you've got content that relates to them, specifically their challenges, their problems and needs. But that's not enough. You must have a unique mechanism, a framework, a unique branded solution. Think Tony Robbins, 6 Human Needs. Think Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Think Robert Kiyosaki, the Cash Flow Quadrant. Think Eli Wilde, the Trust Trinity. So I'm not selling my time because I'm busy, as are you. You're selling your system. And when you have a system, that system does a lot of the work for you, and it makes you more credible because it's the system. So even inside of your story, you want to be anchoring to the system. Some of you, if you've seen me speak on big stages, a lot of times when I tell my expert positioning story, I talk about how I struggled and things were bad. And then I went to this event and I saw this big dude, and this big dude was like, had all this energy, and I was mesmerized. And then he ended up doing this intervention with a woman, and she was suicidal, and he turned around a suicide. And I thought to myself, ding, 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 light bulb moment. If this dude can use some process to turn around a suicide, I wonder if I can learn that process to turn around sales. Now, after doing $100 million in coaching sales, I'm here to tell you, mission-based cause, sales doesn't have to be transactional. It can truly be transformational if you know the process. So right there, I linked 3 times to the process. And so in the rest of this video, in the rest of this seminar, in this presentation, I'm going to be breaking down the process that can help you big result. Or how many of you would like to know that process so that you can big result? So right here, you're even seeing some things that I'm doing with linking phrases, values elicitation, and whatever I'm linking the values to is what I know my avatar already wants. And so there's many elements to this, and we've done something pretty cool here recently. We've taken a lot of our frames. When we work with some of these bigger names, we look at what they're doing in their presentations, and we say, hey, you've got great stuff, but it's not so much the stuff anymore. And, Hormozi is brilliant. Alex Hormozi, he's got this brilliant book. You've probably read the $100 million offers. It's all about an offer. And he's like, make these offers so ridiculous that people feel stupid saying no. The challenge is with that now here in 2025, a lot of people have read that book, or they've got great offers. Everybody's teaching offers, but a lot of the offers sound the same. It's like big promise with risk reversal, or you don't pay. And so you're seeing this a lot. If you've been on social media and you're a coach yourself, you're probably seeing a lot of consistency in the offers. But if 2 people have a similar offer, well, they now become a commodity. So what is that X factor if the offer is the same, even inside of a company? 2 salespeople might have the same offer, selling the same product at the same price point to the same people. What is that X factor? It's our ability to frame things appropriately in the way that we can have a deeper level conversation by really creating this connection with our audience that builds trust. So we've put together something really unique where we'll show you like these best frames and how to install them into what it is that you do. So if you want to understand these frames and you want to know how to convert more of your audience at higher fees faster than you ever thought possible, let us know. Below this video, there's a small opt-in. Give us your email and we'll send you over a document that basically breaks down these best converting frames inside of a webinar script. You can extract these, you can take these, you can plug these into what you do. Go ahead, click that link below, and hopefully I will see you inside of this little course that we have breaking down these frames. They will give you an immediate benefit to your closing. And this is something that's tactical, so it won't go into all the concepts and all of that. But if you want immediate language patterns that can have an immediate boost, like in the next 24 to 48 hours, or if you're planning your next presentation, include this. You will make more money. So go ahead, click that, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care.